Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats. In this episode, I'm getting to speak to two-thirds of a trio that were raised in Cairns in North Queensland, have since moved to Redcliffe in Brisbane. They've had some great songs, and one of them was called And Then We Dance, and I love that song. And they've got a brand new song called The Long Game. I'm talking about none other than Australia's own Vixens of Fall, and today Dax Chats to Vixens of Fall. How are you guys? I'm doing really well. So tell us about your journey, because this goes out around the world, everywhere. So tell us about your journey.
Well, it all started when we were born, I suppose. And when this one came along, I think Dad's gone, oh, we could potentially have a little band here.
Family band. So your dad was a songwriter.
Yes, absolutely. And he's been in plenty of bands all of his life. He started playing guitar when he was 15. I think he taught himself. And he, of course, had the rock star dreams, living in Mareeba up in Cairns. You know, that's what he wanted to do. And he would always tell us about his journeys over to Thursday Island and playing with the band over there and in Kuranda and all of that. I think his band name was Aqueous. Is that it? Aqueous. So. Yeah, so that was cool.
Cool.
And it's just all stemmed from there. We've been singing all of our lives because of Dad. Yeah, it's just been a thing. But it wasn't until 2015 when Adrian actually said, I've booked us a singing lesson, we're doing this. And here we are, 2020, and yeah, thanks.
So you've actually got yourselves a couple of different names. We've got I remember seeing it before, and now I can't find it. There it is, Nina, Ren, and Lulu. Now they're not your real names. Why the aliases?
Well, Nina is actually my nickname that I've had since I was a little girl. And in Italian, it actually means little girl. So our Nonno, our granddad, he named that, he gave that name to me from the moment I was born. I was the little Nina. So it was interesting as when I was growing up. You know, my full name's Christina, but the only person that can ever call me Chrissy is our grandmother, our Nonna. Nobody else is allowed to do that. So I've given everybody a little no, don't do that. But, you know, it's just stemmed from there. Lacey, that's another one that I give her.
I've got a lot of nicknames.
Lacey, Lulu Bell. And that stemmed from Annalise.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that, but you know, Lacey makes sense because Annalise.
Yeah,
but
all her friends call her Annie, but we don't do that.
No, that's
she's our Lacey.
Yeah, so I got many nicknames.
Yep. And then with Adrian, this one's an embarrassing sister one because we didn't think of it.
No. Adrian. We just never were like, oh, Adri, but like she hates
Adri,
that.
Audrey when she's in trouble.
Yeah.
And Andy, she got that when she was growing up because
did not go near that.
Yeah.
That was her high school name.
And then a couple of years ago at her workplace, one of the girls were like, oh, so people call you Ren? And she goes, they do now. And so,
like, how did we not think about that?
How is that not a thing?
It's just so there.
We're obvious.
We
didn't. So there you go. Long-winded like us.
Well, that's a great story. Now I want to talk about the what you call on your website the Vixenary. I love this. So
Dad invented that one. Yep.
A vixen is a noun. One, it is a female fox, which is true. Two, a spirited or quarrelsome woman, which I think you all are. And of course, number three, Nina, Ren, and Lulu Whitehouse. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it. I think it's a very fitting title for us.
And to be vixenated is to fall under the spell of and or be captured by Vixens of Fall.
Well, there you go. Vixenated. With the Vixenary. Yeah, my cheeks hurt from
My cheeks are going to hurt after this. This is the most time I've laughed in an interview. That's good. So,
the Vixenary kind of just starts off mucking around, and then we're like, oh,
actually,
that makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
So we're open to anybody who can give us some more.
Mm-hmm.
When we vix something, we change it, we vix it up, like mix it up, or revix
it. That's when we're
when it is adjusted to suit, when it's adjusted to suit the sassy sisters. Yes.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
I've got it. So where did the name Vixens of Fall come from?
Well, we always knew, as much as we love our last name, White House is very grand and, well, I suppose presidential, if you will. But we always knew that we didn't want, as much as we love our last name, we wanted to have something different. Yeah, a little bit different. So I'm a teacher by day, and I was actually teaching a grade 2-3 class at the time, and we were looking at the seasons, and autumn just was there on the calendar, and I'm like, you know what? I really feel like autumn.
It just speaks to us.
Yeah,
we love the colors. We love the feel of autumn. It's just like that middle of the not too cold, not too hot. It's just right.
Yeah, just like Goldilocks likes her things. So, and I think that all the colors really resemble us. They're all very different, but they all work together.
So
and Adrian and Annalise. Yes, exactly.
And we are one with the earth, so it just makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. We like to just be in nature quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then Adrian and Annalise were actually working at a pharmacy at the time. And Adrian found a very ugly pink lipstick.
Oh, it was just not. It shouldn't be a color.
No. It was no.
It was big no.
But it had the word Vixen on there. It was called Vixen. And so Adrian put that forward, and we were mucking around with the combination of autumn and Vixen. And then one of my teaching colleagues said, what about Vixens of Fall? Like, you know, and we were like, okay, done.
Blown away.
And that's how it happened. That was 20. Yeah.
That was it.
Bit nuts. Yeah.
Well, the Sirens of Autumn doesn't sound the same, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really ring true. No. As cool as the word is.
Yeah.
But I do like the Sirens of Sass. I think that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's good alliteration, and it rings true, I suppose.
So let's talk about the track that we've got. 2 of your tracks playing on the Country Thunder Network. Let's talk about the first one, and then we dance at 5.
Yeah. Love that song. Actually, that's my favorite so far. And not because I wrote it, but like because I just I don't know what came to me, but when I wrote this song, I just played around with the chords first, and I just wanted to give us a little bit of bop, I suppose. Yeah, I know. So I started writing it. I started with the verse, and then I took it to Dad, and we had this huge conversation about his Kuranda days and the moon dances that happened in Kuranda and in the 70s, you know, all that time. Yeah. And it's really about when you meet, when you see someone from across the way and you just fall in lust with them. It doesn't necessarily have to be love, but just in that moment, you're like, you are you, I want you.
Come here.
Yes, right now. So dance around the fire and burn with desire. Like that's what that one's all about.
Yeah.
So locking eyes, locking lips, and locking limbs.
And that came out on the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day. So it was very fitting.
Yeah.
It did come out on the 14th of February. Now, since then, things have gone a bit crazy in the world, and we've gone into, well, not so much Queensland now, but, you know, a lot of Australia went into lockdown, as too did the rest of the world. A pandemic has hit the world, unlike we've seen in over 100 years. How did that affect you guys moving forward in your career?
It kind of, well, we were planning on going full time with our music this year because we all kind of took a step back from our full time jobs to go part time or casual, and then this year we're like, yeah, we had so many gigs lined up, as did all of our musical friends.
Yep.
And then when everything happened, we all lost it. So we were blessed and lucky enough to still have our part-time jobs to fall back because we have partners and families and houses and bills, obviously, like everyone does, but we have to pay.
Yeah. But this was our transition year.
2020 has kind of been our transition in the year, and such that it kind of made us take a step back and go, okay, where do we want to go with our music? What do we want to do? Because we're kind of like go with the flow people, and this time it kind of made us go, no, you have
we
to
need to make a decision, and we need to plan.
Pick a path, go down it.
Because we're very airy fairy, and we'll take, you know, we'll just take whatever opportunity possible, as many musicians do. But we were to go with the flow, I think, and so Dad's reined us in a little bit.
So I like the segue where we're going into the new song here. So now you're playing the long game.
That's exactly right. Very, very true.
It's so fitting for this time. We've written how many songs?
Close to
like 15. Yeah, 15 or so songs in like during this time. And one of those was The Long Game, and we got to write that with the beautiful Ron McCormack and Sam Gay and Templeton Thompson. And Sam and Tempe actually live in Nashville, so we got to do a Zoom meeting. We had 2 back-to-back sessions, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning with big coffees. Yeah, with big coffees. But it was so great.
And we played the long game with them.
The long game with them.
It's funny doing that, isn't it? Like it's a totally different experience. That, you know, pre-COVID, that type of stuff might not have happened because everybody's busy with their own careers and stuff like that. But since COVID, you know, we've been locking horns with each other and getting to collaborate with different people. Like I've produced my song myself this year. I collaborated with Cheryl Anderson this year on a song that she's recorded, and it was produced by Bill Chambers. I've collaborated with a song on a song with Glenn Bidmead just a couple of weeks ago. But, you know, pre-COVID, none of that would have been possible. Yes, we have Zoom technology and stuff like that, but everybody would have been too busy doing their own thing with their own career. So I think this has been a marvelous time to be able to write new material and get different perspectives from different people.
Absolutely. It's been a really good time to create. And I think that people are connecting in a whole different way as well.
Sure.
You know, we all get so caught up in our own lives and focused on our own paths and, you know, what we all want to achieve for ourselves. This has really made people rein it back in and really start thinking about others a little bit more, I think, and having the opportunity to collaborate with people that you never really thought that you would be able to.
And rediscover new loves for things that they've forgotten about or things that they've never done before. So it's
I mean, you know,
good in that sense.
We can't say anything bad about technology because obviously technology puts us in this place to have this interview, and it has put us in a place and it has put us in a place to be able to do these creative things with other people as well, to do these co-writes across the world. So that in itself is good. But I think taking a step back and thinking about what's important in our lives throughout this pandemic has been really interesting. And I'd like to go back to the days where people would say hello to each other on the street. That doesn't happen anymore. Like I'd love
Everybody's so focused on their
on
phone
that
or
technology. That's right. Yep. And that's
yeah, or getting from A to B and getting cranky and people are in their way, it would be really nice to actually communicate with people normally
and put
as they used to.
Put those phones down. I mean, I live, as I said off screen, I live in China, and you think 1.4 billion people, and they're all walking around with their phones in their face. They don't even know where they're going half the time because they're looking at their phone. I just don't get it,
Yeah.
But then, of course, we want people to look at their phones and digital devices to watch this interview. So please,
of course, and that's fine. That's all well and good. But pick your moments, people. Pick your moments.
I mean, and I think it's been great for us as well, because we've been able to chat. This is episode 93 since we started. In
oh my goodness,
in June of this year we started doing these, and this is episode 93. So I tell you what, I've really enjoyed being able to talk to my peers, really, because that's, you're all musicians, I'm a musician, so it's been great to actually sit down and chat with some of the artists that I have never had the chance to speak to, such as yourselves and people from Canada and the USA, and it's been fantastic.
It's really opened up many more doors, I suppose, and it also gives artists the opportunity to find, maybe new fans out there who've never heard of them before, and they can share their
yes,
exactly. That's what makes technology really awesome too.
Except for the fact that we're not getting paid enough from streaming services, but we won't talk about that. I want to know what is coming for the Vixens.
Well,
little secrets. Come on, give us little secrets.
Okay, next year is a big year, and it's big changes are coming. And we're just really excited about all the brand new things that are going to be popping up. New beginnings for sure. I suppose in February there will be a new song from us.
Oh, there we go. There's a new song coming.
We also wrote this one, with Sam against Sam Gay. We did with Sam Gay, Templeton Thompson, and
Gina Jeffries.
Oh, Gina. You got Gina.
So we're really excited. Oh, yeah, absolutely. She's we call her our Zia Gina. She's our Auntie Gina. We met her you didn't, I did. It was before Annalise was born. We actually met her on a TV ad set up in Cairns for a place called Wairima, which is pretty awesome. And that was when Adrian and I were like 6 or 7, I think. And then we reconnected in Tamworth this year, and things have just blossomed again, which is really great. And so part of our little musical family. So when we got to write this coming song with her, it was just magic. A little dream come true.
Absolutely.
So we're really excited to share that.
What I really like about Gina, like Gina's spent so much time out of the limelight, after marrying Rod, and when she came back, the focus was different. I mean, her songs are still great. Her voice is still phenomenal. Her stage presence is still great. But she's got this new presence about her, about giving back, and
Yes.
so she's mentored Max Jackson, and she's written with you guys, and she's written, and Rod McCormick's produced her stuff, and Max Jackson's stuff, and it's just been wonderful to see those two giving back to the country music community.
Yeah, and we're really lucky that we get to be a part of that. With them, because if it weren't for people like them who have had such great and fantastic success in this industry, giving the little guys a go, and giving us a voice, where would we be, honestly? So we're very thankful and appreciative of everything that that has happened for us this year. So as much as COVID was been tough, good things have come out of it too.
For sure. The Country Thunder Network came out of it. Dax Chats.
Absolutely.
Hello. Hey. Well, it's been great to talk to you, and I wish you all the success in the world with the brand new track, The Long Game, and what's coming in 2021. I can't wait.
We can't wait to share more.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me, and it's been wonderful to chat with you guys, and I'm sure we'll be doing it again sometime in the new year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
No worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was 2/3 of Vixens of Fall, and their latest track, The Long Game, is playing on the Country Thunder Network. You can go to our website, which is right there, countrythunder.com.au, and you can request it straight from the player. What's more, you can vote for it in the Country Thunder 20. The voting form is at the top of the page. You can also go to your major streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, and you can stream it, put on your playlists, whatever you want to do. Just listen to it. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Fab APC, for coming on board. Thank you very much. And as always, we are proudly supported by Neon Horse up there in Stanhope, Victoria. Until next time, this is DJ Dax. You've been watching Dax Chats. Bye for now.